Hi there, Dr. Wolfe here. I figured I'd do a quick tutorial today on ChatGPT and how to use it while you're working inside of VS Code as a developer. ChatGPT, pretty awesome, cool looking technology that is kind of buzzwording everywhere we go right now. So the first thing I want to share with you is it's got an API that you can leverage and use. So you can go to ChatGPT website, which is the OpenAI.com, or if you search in Google ChatGPT, you'll find this site easily. If you go to API and you can sign up, or in my case, I'll log in. I'm already signed up and I'm logged in. I'll log in with my Google account. And what we'll see here is this API spec. We can learn about how to build applications and such with it. But instead of building an application, let's just say I'm a beginner developer and I need some help with my web development. Now, I'm not condoning copying and having ChatGPT doing your assignments for you, but I'm using it to help me create my assignments. No different than if I'm using Google Stack Overflow, but just to check out the power of this technology. So the first thing I'm going to need is to go to my personal up here and go and look at my API keys. So if you don't have any yet, you won't see any here, but if I go to view API keys, you'll see I have one already. And I can create a new secret key. And this key is what we're going to use to work with this API. But in this case, we're going to use a plugin in VS Code. So I'm going to copy that key. And over in VS Code, what you're going to see here, if you go to your extensions and search for extensions, you'll find there's this ChatGPT extension. It's fairly new. It was just published here a few days ago. So believe it or not, it's really like recent from when I'm doing this recording. And you're going to install this. So I've already had it installed and uninstalled it. So you'll see here, if I install it again, it's available to me. So I'll close the tab down, but you can leave the tab open. It tells you like the commands available to you work with it. The first thing you're going to have to do is the command to set your API key that we just generated. So here I just have an empty page. I call it index.html. I want ChatGPT to help me create my first web page. So what I'm going to go up to do is view command palette. And you'll see in my history recently used, I have the DiDX ChatGPT extension here. But I'm going to set the API key first. I'm going to paste my API key in first and hit enter. If I don't have that in, ChatGPT is not going to work for us. Now, the next little cool thing about this extension that I like is this feature where I can put a comment in my code. So if I enter a comment, let's say an HTML comment, which is just like this. So all you need to know is how to do an HTML comment is create my first web page. Okay. Now check this out. It's pretty awesome. If we go up to that view again, or Control Shift P for command palette, let's say get code from comments. Watch what ChatGPT does here over on the right hand side with this extension. It just created an HTML template for me to standard. This is an HTML5 doc type, and it's to the W3C standards. So we have the doc type, we have the HTML, the heading, the title. We're all good to go. So now we have this. All we have to do is take that code, bring it over to our page, and update it accordingly to what we need for our own website. You can ask ChatGPT a ton of questions, use this extension in other ways. Like I said, check out what it'll do for you. It can actually do an editor and explain the code. So if you're new to development, highly recommend using this to help you as a quick start. I don't recommend you to just copy paste the code and not take the time to understand it. That'd be no different than Googling and using things like Stack Overflow. So use this to optimize your productivity. Do not use this in ways to bypass the learning process. I hope you found this powerful and helpful. And please comment below and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thank you.